Bow. All right, so we're gonna go over Ikkyo today. All right, so grab my wrist. Now the thing about Ikkyo, in Jing, Jiao, Kwan, we test it off of the wrist grab. And frankly, almost every style of Hapkido tests Son Moksu #1, or Ikkyo off the wrist grab, like so. And it's the first technique most Hapkido schools teach. So what we're gonna do, resist me. Come on, resist me. Okay, I can feel the grip now. I'm gonna connect my elbow here, press, turn with my waist, keep resisting me. I'm gonna swing with my knees. From here, we're gonna press the thumb there, grab the blade of his hand, flow under his arm, making a 90-degree angle with his wrist. My hand goes onto the funny bone, and I'm gonna lift up and then sink down as I step through, like so. Knee should end up on his shoulder like so. All right, so once we're here, he can't escape. I've got a good grip on his wrist. I can bash the back of his head in. I can break his bones, he's already tapping. But if I were to do this more of an Aikido style, like so, where both my hands are pinning him, one at the shoulder, one at the wrist, like so, he can still roll out of it. Go ahead, roll out. Do something, do something. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, pretty easy to figure out. So you want to make sure that your knee is on the shoulder. Another thing to think about is that you have to do all of that nonsense at the beginning. The connect, the press, and the sink. Because against a resistant opponent, what is taught at most, I won't say most, at a lot of Hapkido schools, go compliant for a moment, is they're going to swing in, and they're going to swing out, and then they're going to do all this. Against a non-compliant opponent, go ahead, resist. I'm going to swing in, I'm going to swing out. That's not working, that's not working. I'm not strong enough to overcome this. I'm going to use circles. Okay, and down he goes. So use technique to create a scenario where it's not my arm versus his arm, or it's not my shoulder versus his shoulder. It's my belly and all of my core muscles and fat against his arm. All right? That's why this works, is you're creating a scenario where you are moving with your core against his arm, and turn, get that knee on shoulder, break, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh, sorry, you okay? Go and grab my lapel. Now, thing about Ikkyo, nobody attacks from the wrist grab. That never happens. This, however, some drunk guy at the bar or some bully at school, whatever, they grab you, they're gonna throw you a knuckle sandwich or hit you in the head with a bottle. You come in, you do this, he's already off balance. So what I just did there, thumb on pressure point. Look, the pressure point's not the secret to Ikkyo, guys. It is just helpful. So you get thumb on pressure point, rest of the fingers around the blade of the hand, and I flow under. You flow around your opponent's resistance, because here's the thing, resist as much as you can. If I just try to twist his arm, this doesn't do anything. But if I flow around, yeah, he's off balance now. Ikkyo. I mean, are you BSing me here? Like, no? Come on, use your voice. Are you BSing me? Okay. So you're using all of your strength to stop me from doing what I'm going to do. You know, you're going to throw a punch. Okay. Ikkyo. In a self-defense scenario, you get to this point, you just grab, boom, throw a knee, and then you can throw down. But if you're trying to see that if you can do this without striking, which again, strike in a real fight, but you just do this, up and down, and you turn. Get him on the ground. Try to get him belly down instead of belly up if you can. Knee on shoulder. He can't. Go ahead. Try to roll out. Roll out. Come on. Escape. I've hit you on the head like 15 times now. Roll out. Doesn't roll in. Doesn't happen. You okay, buddy? Good. Another application is from punching. So he's in fighting stance. He's a bully. He punches. Yeah, punch a little faster. Good. I'm going to do an outside round block. Leave it there for a moment. What I just did now, brought my arm like so, stepped out of the way, and grabbed. This works better against untrained fighters than trained fighters, because an untrained fighter will throw all of his momentum into the punch. A trained fighter will snap it back. So he throws all of his momentum in there. It's going off to nowhere. I have his arm up and down. So once you've off-balanced your opponent, up and down at that funny bone, right there, right above the elbow. So that's Ikkyo. If you're one of my students, you can ask me a question about it during class. If you're not, leave a question in the comment section.